It's Hoppe Hour!
It's you, me, Ryan Hoppe.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start.
Okay, well, hit it.
All right.
Now, something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Yeah, we did.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E. 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 You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
Yeah, my mic wasn't on. Perfectly describes the morning. This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you for the next hour. You can always call me and leave me a voicemail. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Oh, what a week it's been. I recorded a show on Monday and Tuesday, then took Wednesday off because of Christmas, obviously, which we'll get to Christmas in a second. But Thursday, I spent the whole day with my mom, so I haven't done a show in a few days. But like I usually do on Hoppe Hour, I have a whole checklist of things I want to talk about. So Christmas Eve, I thought I had it planned out perfectly. You ever have something so planned out and so ready, and then it doesn't really work out? And you're like, well, here's what happened. My mom is in town. And whenever my mom is in town, I like to go to Umami Sushi. And I like to go and get a steak. So Umami Sushi is open on Christmas. Texas Roadhouse is not, because I called ahead. So I go, Mom, you want to go to Texas Roadhouse on Tuesday, Christmas Eve? She goes, sure. I had no idea that they closed at 8 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Like, I had everything else perfectly planned. I worked all day. I recorded Hoppe Hour. I got home around 7. If I would have known, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that it would be closing at 8, I would have gone sooner. It was the worst feeling ever. I put the thing into GPS, Texas Roadhouse, Seminole, Florida, and it's like closing soon. I'm like, what? Like, no way. Why are you closing? Drove me nuts. It didn't even really feel like Christmas this year. I don't know if it's because of the lack of cold weather here in Florida, because I'm from Illinois, so I'm used to like cloudy weather on Christmas, and it was cloudy here in Florida, but this may have been the worst Christmas ever. Like, I'm grateful to have my mom alive or whatever, but there was a lot of death that surrounded this Christmas. This is a very strange Christmas. I have family members that their like friend's husband died on Christmas. There's a person I work with that lost their loved one on Christmas. It's so awful. And I feel like everybody else was kind of depressed on this Christmas. And this was the first Christmas without my uncle as well. So, that was sad. You ever have it where you have like a larger than life family member and they're so irritating? It's always like an uncle or aunt. And they're so annoying. And then when they pass away and their lack of presence is not there on Halloween, it creeps you out a little bit, doesn't it? You know what else I noticed recently? I'm going through my whole little checklist here on Hoppe Hour. Is the art of wondering and deciding when to not friend request somebody. There's been a few times in my past radio jobs that I'll like be really cocky and really confident. I'll be like, I just had a good conversation with one of the executives in the hallway. I'm the man. Let me friend request them. And you don't hear the friend request go through for about 3 weeks. And you're like, I sent that person a friend request. And then all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you go to their page and you're like, I wonder if they saw the friend request. Not only did they see the friend request, they declined it. And then you have to see that person at work and they're in the break room and they're like, hi, Ryan, how's it going? And I'm like, can we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Oh, man. I feel like there's an art to sending a friend request. If it feels like it may not be necessary, you probably shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? If it feels like, hey, maybe the person might not add me, there might be a chance, don't do it. If you're talking to a girl at the club and you're hanging out, doing your thing, and you feel like you're not going to see her again when you guys are sober, don't send that friend request. I've done that before. You send that follow request. There's plenty of girls I've picked up before, but there's some that I'll send a friend request and then they unfollow me like 3 days later. I'm like, you don't want to see Hoppe Hour? I post all the time. Search Hoppe Radio on all major streaming platforms to listen. It's funny how we overthink social media. I just want people's acceptance. It comes from having daddy issues. That's all. It's nothing bad. All I want is the love of my father. And now he's dead. Well, he's been dead 10 years.
B-U-C-C-A-N-E-E-R-S. Go Bucks!
Oh, sure. Yeah. What up? Got it. Yeah. Unless when they're losing to the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night. So I did a little bit of sports radio, 2 going on 3 years ago. Can't believe it's been that long. And I totally forgot like how annoying the Bucks are. The Bucks now have to have things go into their favor to make the playoffs. And I saw a report from the Pewter Report, the top Bucks insider, that if Todd Bowles makes the playoffs, he's not going to be fired. And that is why the Buccaneers will always be average with Todd Bowles. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen. Remember this to all the Tampa Bay media that kisses the ass of the Buccaneers because they don't want to lose their press pass. Just remember when I said on Twitter, and I got in trouble 2 years ago, that Todd Bowles is a narcissist and a bad coach. Everybody was like, shut up, Ryan. Sometimes I'm right. It's not very often that I'm right about sports. But sometimes when I'm right about something in sports, I'm like dead on. I didn't watch a second of the Bucks game because I had to be up on Monday morning at 4 a.m. to do traffic reports. But I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the funny part is everybody's like, fire Todd Bowles. I'm like, you should have done that when you went under 500 with Tom Brady. What do I know? A little bit. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. Now, with my mom in town, my mom loves going to Walmart. Oh, she does. I don't mind Walmart. I hate Walmart. I like the Walmart prices. I don't like the Walmart experience. Oh, I don't want to see a crackhead overdosing in the middle of an aisle in Pinellas Park while I see a white trash family yelling at each other. and then have the self-checkout now work, and it says associate on the way, and it takes 5 minutes for an associate to come over, while at Publix and Target it takes 2 seconds. Drives me nuts. Like, whenever I go into Walmart, I always have a plan that I want to get in and out. I don't want to be there all day. For people that don't have a plan when you go into Walmart, you got to have a plan. Like, you have to have a plan. If you don't have a plan going into Walmart, you're going to be there forever. Like, I almost try not to buy too much at Walmart, because then it's like the checkout's like forever. It never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Drives me nuts. So last night, earlier in the show, I just talked about the steakhouse that I wanted to go to Outback, or not Outback, I would never go to Outback, that I want to go to Texas Roadhouse on Tuesday, but they closed at 8. So last night, me and my mom, the day after Christmas, on Boxing Day, if you live in Canada and listen, which we have a lot of listeners, happy Boxing Day. So last night, I had to be up this morning at 5 a.m. Or I wish it was 5 a.m. It was like 4:30. So I had an early dinner. We went to, I keep saying Outback. We went to Texas Roadhouse around 3:30 p.m. And my mom, I get the porterhouse, and I had like 3 rounds of the rolls, that bread. Oh, it's so good. It's better than sex. Well, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Is I got a porterhouse, I got bacon and mashed potatoes, and I got corn. And my mom got a salmon. Oh, she's a classy woman, I tell you. But the funny part, it was the first time I've ever seen a Roman Catholic polite Karen. Why am I calling my mom a Karen? Well, she thought the salmon, and Mom, if you're listening, please don't be offended I'm talking about this. She thought the salmon was too salty. So what she did, she was nice about it. She went, hey, the salmon's a little too salty. Well, she didn't say it like that, but it's me talking. She goes, this salmon's a little too salty, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, do you want us to make another one? And she's like, sure. So they bring out another one in like 2 seconds. And she's like, it's just as salty. And then the real Karen was the manager, who went, oh, well, maybe if it's too salty, maybe you just don't like it. And it just kind of felt like they were being a douchebag to my mom. Like, yeah, she's being a Karen. I get it. It's annoying, blah, blah, blah. Not annoying. But it's like you're dealing with a little confrontation. But it all worked out because we got 10% off. You know what I'm saying? You know what's the greatest invention after you go out and get sushi or you get steak is Tums. I don't even know if it's really good for me, but whenever I have a heavy meal, I always have Tums. Because I've been having a constant stomach ache recently. And this rant I'm doing is building up to the grand finale of it. Just keep listening, trust me. I've been having a constant, and I mean a constant stomach ache recently. Oh, it's been bad. You know why it's been so bad? I don't know, because I'm 31 and I'm getting older. But like this morning, I told myself, I went, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a steak, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's. I'm never really up in the morning unless I'm working with the MJ Morning Show or working an event with Orlando and the Freak Show or doing traffic. I'm not a morning person. I'm never up. But you know what I noticed, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is that when I put energy into the universe about not wanting something to happen, that's when it happens. So I get a stomach ache today. I had the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, and I had the 2 hash browns. Oh, it's delicious. But I've been having stomach problems this week, and this probably wasn't the day to do it. But I go on through my morning. I go to do the traffic reports, blah, blah, blah. And there's the grand opening of Strange Clouds in good old Clearwater, and I'll get the exact address. It's a new official sponsor of Hoppe Hour. If you go to Strange Clouds for the best kava, kratom, vape products, whatever the hell you need, and you tell them that I sent you, they'll hook you up. They're at 22 22 Main Street. Well, I'm driving down US 19, and I start to get a little bit of a stomach ache. I'm like, oh, it is gas. Thinking about half farting, and I'm like, oh no, I got to go to the bathroom. You know that move where you don't want to shart? And I've been trying not to be scatological on the show because I despise the art of pooping. Or not the art, but I despise... If there was one thing I could change besides dying, it would be poop. I just think it's disgusting. So I'm like, oh crap, I'm getting a tour of this new sponsor. I'm going there, blah, blah, blah. And I drove by a Circle K, and I told myself, should I just go to the bathroom at the Circle K and be like 5 minutes late? Because I told my friend Richard, who owns Strange Clouds, that I'd be there at 9:45. I went, no, I assume they'll have a bathroom. It'll be fine. This story is going to go into a direction you're not going to expect. No, I didn't poop my pants. So I'm looking for the new Strange Clouds at 2222 Main Street. And I found it. I pull in. There's Richard. I honk at him. He looks and he's like, oh, it's Hoppe. Hoppe's here. So he walks inside. I go, well, hey, Richard, how's it going? Good. How's it going? Hey, Richard, can I use your bathroom real quick? And he goes, yeah, it's there in the back. So they have two bathrooms. So I've been up since 4:30. I'm very tired. And here's the funny part. There's two bathrooms. And the guy said to me, use the second bathroom on the right. But my brain was like, there's only one bathroom. Like, I didn't really think about them having two bathrooms. So I go into the first bathroom, and I took a dump. Only problem, the reason they wanted me to use the second bathroom is because the first one wasn't working. So I come out from going to the bathroom because they wouldn't flush. And Richard goes, hey, let me give you a grand tour of our store. And I go, Richard, can I talk to you real quick? And he looks very confused. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And I told him, I had to go to the bathroom and I used the bathroom. I don't even remember what I said. I suppressed it. Whenever embarrassing things like that happen, I suppressed it. So I suppressed it. And he goes, oh my. And it was just like, this morning I told myself, oh, I'm not going to get a stomach ache. Like, I was going against the law of attraction. I told myself I wasn't going to have a stomach ache, you know? And then I had an embarrassing moment in public, and then everybody at the store was like busting my balls and whatnot. It was fine, I think. I hope I'm invited back, you know? I'm just kidding. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. Now, only on Hoppe Hour could we go from talking about me taking a dump to football, but frankly, that product that we had on Christmas, it was like that dumping moment. It was like taking a poop. I decided not to sign up for Netflix to watch a game because I went, you know what? I'm going to use NFL streams. Just Google it, folks. And oh, am I glad I didn't watch it. I saw the score of the Ravens game. It's like, my God. And then the Chiefs are just going to win the Super Bowl. Just accept it. Just be okay with it. You'll be a lot happier if you admit to yourself that it's going to happen. Just accept it. No, the Bills are not going to beat them in the playoffs. No, the Lions are not going to beat them even if they make the Super Bowl. This is the new Patriots, and you got to accept it. I also saw that Bert Kreischer had his shirt off. It's like, whoa, you never do that. Oh, sure. What's weird is I still have a stomach ache, man. I've been having this stomach ache stuff, man. I'm so 31 years old, it's crazy. I remember my coworker 2 years ago was like, oh, when you turn 30, your check engine light comes on with your body. And I was like, no, it doesn't. And oh, was he right? What's funny about having my mom in town, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the fact that it's quite fascinating. because it makes you think about your youth, especially if I'm driving around and I'm listening to a song from like 18 years ago and I'm thinking about like the song Be Without You by Mary J. Blige, and my mom was driving me to school. And then I'll even hear a song that I don't like. And I know I'm getting old when any song from the last 10 years makes me happy. Like I heard Ed Sheeran on the radio the other day. In 2018, you couldn't get me to listen to Ed Sheeran at all. Now? Oh, I love Ed Sheeran. Oh, I just love every second of it. And I think it's me living in the past. Mm-hmm. But it's funny how when you're in the moment, you don't think you're having fun. But then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, when you get older, all of a sudden, when you hear the same 4 songs that you heard all the time, it makes you wonder, man, was I not appreciating the current moment I had? Mm-hmm.
Do I get if I knock out?
I got this funny clip here. Kay Adams, who is a beautiful woman. Mm-hmm. She is an NFL announcer. She was on the Netflix broadcast, I believe. I didn't watch the Netflix broadcast, but she was on Good Morning Football, and honestly, it's not been the same since she left. I have a crush on her, but I don't simp over women like the internet. And she was doing the pregame show, I believe, or one of the shows. It was her FanDuel show. And she shakes up a champagne bottle, and then this happens.
How much do I get if I knock out a light? 20 points. Oh.
And the champagne goes all over her.
Yes. Perfect. That was.
And what's funny is if you freeze it, it looks like a money shot in a porno. Mm-hmm. And my favorite part about Kay Adams is she tweeted the video and said, "This should be behind a paywall." And I'm like, good for you. Being able to like laugh at a sex joke. Because like every other reporter would have been like, well, you know, blah, 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 blah. You're treating me like an object and blah, blah, blah. And Kay Adams, that's why she's the best. Is she was able to go, you know what? It kind of looks like porn. Mm-hmm. I think it's because I've had hot girlfriends before, but I don't like get the people who, when they get the hot girlfriends, they like think it's like the biggest thing ever. That they literally go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, oh my God, it's the greatest thing ever, blah, 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 blah. So when I see men simping over Kay Adams all the time, I'm like, relax. But there is somebody that people have been simping over recently. And I'm telling you, it shouldn't be legal. I saw this TikTok here, and this was disturbing. It says, why doesn't Donald Trump's granddaughter, Kai Trump, date anybody? I don't know, because she's 17 and underage. The coverage that Kai Trump has been getting recently on social media is absolutely, positively bizarre. It makes me realize that everybody is a creep. I'm like maybe the one person who doesn't romanticize Donald Trump's granddaughter. I don't know, because she's not legal. I found this TikTok here, and it talks about the dating life of a 17-year-old. If this was any 17-year-old from Pinellas Park, this video would be considered creepy. Here we go.
Kai Trump date anyone? Donald Trump Jr. had already issued a warning that she had 3 more important things to do. Recently, Kai has attracted attention due to her outstanding speech during the Trump campaign and her beautiful appearance. Even though she is active in social circles, she hasn't had any romantic partners. This is because her father has warned boys to stay away from her, as she needs to focus on 3 important tasks. First, she's helping with the Trump campaign. Due to her family's political background, this 17-year-old girl has had a sense of duty since birth.
She's 17, guys. Why are we covering a 17-year-old's dating life?
Republican National Convention, she took the stage to share personal stories with her grandfather. And this successful speech earned Trump many supporters.
Yeah.
Secondly, she is focusing on national golf tournaments. She inherited Trump's golf skill.
Yeah, she shouldn't be dating. I mean, if she wants to go on a date, that's fine. But she's 17. She was born in 2007.
and won a tournament at the presidential course in March, then became the district champion in October.
And she seems like the only normal Trump, too.
Reportedly, she will fully prepare to compete at higher levels. Finally, she needs to stay focused on her studies. She recently announced that she will attend the University of Miami in 2025 to prepare for a future that could involve politics. These goals...
Oh, please stay out of politics. If you think guys are creepy now, imagine when you're in politics. Speaking of creepy, I saw this headline here, and I thought, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I just was so sad when I saw it, because I'm really big on gay rights. I'm really big on trans rights. Whatever the hell you need to do in your life, go ahead. I don't care. But when gay couples like this Georgia couple who sexually abused their two boys they adopted in a house of horrors and raped them, and they get 100 years in prison. Yeah, a couple from Georgia that's gay that raped their sons that they adopted, that makes all gay parents look well. And William and Zachary Zulak, these monsters, can go fuck themselves. I try not to swear on this show, but burn in fucking hell. I don't believe in hell, but burn in fucking hell. Because this took the LGBTQ plus community back forever. A Georgia couple was sentenced to 100 years in prison without parole after adopting two boys and sexually abusing them. William and Zachary Zulak will each spend the rest of their lives behind bars after pleading guilty to aggravated sodomy, aggravated child molestation, incest, and sexual exploitation of children. I mean, seriously. The couple was arrested in Walton County, Georgia in 2022 after a suspect in a child sex abuse material investigation claimed that he had received explicit videos and photos from Zach Zulak. The police searched the couple's home where they found that the two men had adopted the two victims in the tape. I mean, it just made me so sad because then I saw like Drudge Report and Fox News was covering it, and all these religious people were like throwing shots at gay parents. And I was like, you guys hang out with priests and the clergy. And every single Republican politician seems to be into guys. Shut up.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
To the club, now it's time to get turned up. Shawty wanna have fun, girl, you're in luck. Meet me at the bar, bartender getting pulled up. She on throne, I'm so rockin' it, show enough. Now my head is spinning, doing circles like donuts. Chorus so official, all the girls going in. 3 shots in, words learn like so what? Baby, tell me, is you with her? She looking good in the party, ain't proper. Party up, got her, she the baddest, can't stop her. Slamming on the liquor like the homie Jamie Foxx. Round 1, round 2, like we boxers. Now she opening my ear, talking crazy. I can't hear what she's saying. Do another back, hot damn, we wasted. Everybody around me straight shit faced it. Hit me in the coat, yeah. Put it on my tab. Patron and Nouveau, yeah. Put it on my tab. Ace of spades on the road, yeah. Put it on my tab. Red Bull and Hypno, yeah. Put it on my tab. 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 We in the VIP and everybody twisted. Baby, drop it low like a go-go Vic. fixin'. Looking for my crew, cause some of us missing. Money talk for me, hey boy, just listen. Put your glass in the earth, let's toast. Open up, say on your mark, set, go. Baby girl, going well. Shawty doing the most. My watch said bird, pinky ring on froze. She looking good and the party game proper. Party up, I got her, she the baddest, can't stop her. Blame it on the liquor like the homie Jamie Foxxer. Round one, round two, like we waltzers. Now she opening my ear, talking crazy. I can't hear what she's saying. Doing at the back, hot damn, we wasted. Everybody around me straight shit faced it. Hit me in the coat, yeah. Put it on my tab. Patron and Nouveau, yeah. Put it on my tab. Ace of spades on the road, yeah. Put it on my tab. Red Bull and Hypno, yeah. Put it on my tab. 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 Put it on my tab.
856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah, Ryan Hoppe.
This following segment has been brought to you by DZ Beezy Honey. When I tell you that DZ Beezy Honey is the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my words. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't steer you in the wrong direction. Here's what you do. Go to dzbeezyhoney.com and at checkout, use keyword Hoppe, Hoppe, to save 20%. And you can get it in the form of a lollipop, a honey stick, or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high, go to dzbeezyhoney.com and tell them I sent you.
It's sure to be Ryan Hoppe.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
It's Hoppe Hour.
It's you, me, Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show. And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning. Tune in and you'll see Ryan Hoppe's got the magic. It's live on your frequency. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together. Make your mornings bright. Live with Ryan Hoppe. We're setting things just right. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear.
Oh my God, my mic wasn't on. I am so tired. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com.
Happy Hot Topic.
Oh, yeah. So Wendy Williams was seen out and about, and she's not doing too good. And now, even though I'm not happy that she's not doing well, a part of me wonders if this is karma for all the shitty things she did. Although her theme song is great. You could still do a line of coke to this. I'm kidding. Wendy Williams had a fiery crash with caretakers on camera. And I have the audio right here. But let's just party real quick to this. Got my vape in my pocket. Oh, yeah. What's going on? Apparently, not too good. So here is her fiery crash with her caretakers on camera.
So while I was with Wendy Williams, there was a confrontation between her and her caretakers that traveled from New York to Miami for her son's graduation.
The guy who was in the Uber, he was like, and then both of you walked away leaving.
Oh, I was wondering if maybe she lost some of her Wendiness. Ho ho ho! She's spicier than ever.
And then both of you walked away leaving my in the middle of the street like this. Just get the car, please. Make sure it's the right car.
Honestly, I know it'd be exploitation, but she should do a podcast and you just let her say whatever. And she does it behind a paywall. She's still got a little bit there.
Look, Wendy, what happened? What'd they do? They got the wrong car. So I knocked on the door and it was totally wrong car. They left my scooter as they walked over there.
I have a love-hate with Wendy. I don't like that she outed gay people and treated people badly, but I love her radio show. She did a radio show with Charlemagne the God. It's all over YouTube. It's the best radio show ever. Her TV was kind of weird because she's not an ugly woman, but she's better behind a microphone. But I'm a fan of Wendy. I have a love-hate. She's just funny to make fun of. But this, I'm telling you, she literally has it together. I was expecting her to be a little more senile.
Leaving my most precious, this cost a mint.
She still got it.
They just left my out there.
She's riding around in a scooter like a badass.
Get the car over here, not over there, where I can go easily into the street.
She's talking to her son.
For the car. You're supposed to be ordering the car. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
I bet she's a really good mom, though. She's really crazy, kind of like my mom. But I bet she's awesome.
They want to work for me. That's what they're doing. They're making money for me. Get the goddamn car.
Wendy's a complicated person. I've learned this growing up. She had a run of just being a bitch to people, man. When I really began doing the show by myself 6 years ago, and I mean, I've had other co-hosts, but when I really started doing the celebrity news format 6-7 years ago, she was just being such a bitch to everybody. But I think it's that New York personality. Everybody from New York has to be an asshole. Howard Stern, Calta, Don Imus, Opie and Anthony. It's the tough guy thing.
Apparently, they wanted her to be in her wheelchair when she was leaving the restaurant, and she wanted to walk because she felt like she was capable of walking.
That's the hard part about watching people get older.
So Kevin, her son, actually picked the wheelchair up and walked it outside.
What a good son.
Of the restaurant, and Wendy walked. And as you can see, when I asked her, I'm like, Wendy, what's wrong? And she was like, yo, they left my wheelchair. And then she went into how, they're getting paid. They should be taking care of her. So I think, according to Wendy's family, she was really upset about the disorganization and the lack of care.
Oh, man. That's all going to be us someday. We're all going to get old. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. Dave Portnoy rips Beyonce's halftime show. She's been lost since Destiny's Child. This is what I don't like about Beyonce slander. Yeah, she's past her prime. Yeah, she's married to a rapist. But at the same time, she had great songs from like 04 till like maybe, what was the song where she said surfboard in 2013? I forget the name of that song. She hasn't had good music in about 10 years, but she did great on her own. I'm a Beyonce fan. I don't think I would like hanging out with Beyonce, but I'm a Beyonce fan. Jay-Z, judge rules rape accuser can remain anonymous for now. Jay-Z is calling it blackmail. He's mad about it. The whole thing with this Jay-Z rape case is strange because, like, she was saying that her dad picked her up and the victim was, and the dad said he doesn't remember that. And this happened 25 years ago, a quarter century ago. That would have been like in the year 2000 if you talked about something from 1975. I know we all don't want to talk about how fast time is going, but that is something that's happening. I saw this here. Justin Baldoni, podcaster that has a podcast called How to Fail, deletes the episode amid Blake Lively legal battle. And I don't want to like even give this podcast the time of day, but that is how phony and how lame Hollywood is that when they, let's say, interviewed Justin Baldoni, they didn't care that he was a dick to everybody. Oh, but no, we got to cancel him. Just keep the interview up. That's censorship. That's stupid. I know you want to be cool with all the Hollywood people. As I grow this show, I never want to be cool. Okay? I almost shit myself while getting a tour of my new sponsor today. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different dude. I have ADD, ADHD, and bipolar, and I'm always high. So I'm not really always here on planet Earth. Like, I'm here on Earth, but sometimes my decision making, it's not that it's bad, but I don't want to hang out with the rich and elites. That's not my vibe. I'm fine with where I'm at. Like, I'm doing well. My show has the most listens it's ever had. My life is great. But I don't ever go, oh, Kayla Nicole, because I have a video that went viral. Kayla Nicole blocked me on social media and kind of talked about me on the Angel Reese podcast by quoting things I said. I'm never going to go on a date with Kayla Nicole. I don't want to date a cloud chaser. Frankly, I already did that. And I regret it.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
You hear the fire truck coming and you see the Brooklyn team, you know what that mean, homie. The bounce back. Little Kim on the cover of magazines, you know what that mean. When the club is packed and they doing a new dance, you already knowing that. People rockin' Hollywood trends by Queen B, you know what that means. Ain't no team quite superb as us. They learn from us, and I know it must really make your day to see your girl in cuffs, where you can wipe that smile off your face, cause your girl's Hermes shades, whether rainy or sunny. New walk, new look, I smell new money. Rainbow diamond belly chain around the tummy. Haters looking funny cause they mad that your girl's J-Lo $1 million jeans on. You think I'm married to a prince when I throw my rings on. Custom made royalty watch under the sleeve. These haters need oxygen masks, they can't breathe. The chokehold's too tight, the left is too right. The movement's too strong, the light is too bright. Grace Kelly bag on a Lamborghini sofa with the crocodile loafers. The game's in trouble, the game's in trouble, and that's no lie. The reason why that bitch from the sky is the biggest, baddest bitch in the town. Why's that? Everybody know the girl get down. The game's in trouble, and that's no lie. The reason why that bitch from the sky is the biggest, baddest bitch in the town. Why's that? Everybody know the girl get down. They say it ain't where you from, it's where you at. Well, we bring where we from to where we at. Got goons in the club from front to back. BK all day, now who wanted with that? Pour out a little liquor for my nigga B.I. Flick the lighter for my other people's living in the sky. Bumpy knuckles to my side. Main known with Shy Dash, Ice Drake, Jack Knight, and Money Cash. We the hoodlums and we got next. Boss lady, call me Madam X. Ones you think is right for you be the ones that do you wrong. Man, I live like you could write a movie on. You know Kim come through with them Gucci's on. Since Big came through with them Coogis on. Lil Louis Vuitton, you know a bitch keep a good bag. Like a hood nigga keep a good sack. The game's in trouble and that's no lie. The reason why that bitch from the start. Who's that? It's the biggest, baddest bitch in the town. Why's that? Everybody know the girl get down. The game's in trouble and that's no lie. The reason why that bitch from the start. Who's that? It's the biggest, baddest bitch in the town. Why's that? Everybody know the girl get down. Ladies, it don't make sense if it don't make dollars. That's what you tell these dudes the next time they holler. Rap Cheryl Miller, coaching all my fly girls how to play hard. Fuck boosting out a young world. We stop traffic like funeral lines. Motorcycle escorts, I'm presidential import. The government try to put me through it, but I'm back to style on y'all like Marcus. Get hard, just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. It don't matter if you're winning or losing. K-I-M means keep it moving. The biggest, baddest bitch is back. The game's in trouble and that's no lie. The reason why that bitch from the start. Who's that? It's the biggest, baddest bitch in the town. Why's that? Everybody know the girl get down. The game's in trouble and that's no lie. The reason why that bitch from the start. Who's that? It's the biggest, baddest bitch in the town. Why's that? Everybody know the girl get down.
Oh yeah. I decided I want to expand my playlist. So what I have to do is I have to look for unreleased music because I can't play copyrighted music. Why's that? And this is Lil Kim. The game's in trouble. Oh sure. Yeah, something like that. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Mm-hmm. What up, Rover?
70 downloads.
Whatever. Mm-hmm.
It's you and me and Hoppe. It's you and me and Ich bin nicht auf mir frei.
This following segment
It's you and me and
has been brought to you by Strange Clouds and Clearwater. You're looking for the best THCA products? Delta, Kava and Kratom, pieces to smoke your plan with. Go to 2222 Main Street in Clearwater and tell them you heard about it from
Hello again, it's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammerin' Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org.
Something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
It's Hoppe Hour.
It's you, me, Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, I'm Chaparral, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with my boy Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Yeah. Yo, dialing up the Hoppe Hour. Worldwide broadcast. Tune in for the scoop, celeb, gossip, and mass. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, kicking off the night. Talking about the love, the news, keeping it tight. 85 609 46 773. Hit the digits, call the show, set your mind free. From dating tips to wild tales, ain't no rest in the world. Syndicated. Hoppe is the best. Hoppe Hour's live from coast to coast. Turn the volume up, raise a toast. Why the city lights glowing bright with Ryan Hoppe.
Got it.
We celebrate the night. Hot topics, saucy talk tales.
856
from celeb secrets.
49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773.
Oh, I'm feeling so right.
You can tweet at me
Feel the beat.
at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Ryan Hoppe over.
Always email me. Ryan Hoppe Radio at gmail.com, baby.
Hoppe Hour's live from coast to coast.
Comedian Tim Dillon spoofs Brian Thompson in Netflix special. Calls people out for celebrating murder. Now, I don't mind Tim Dillon, but I'm not into that Joe Rogan world of comedy. I don't know. I want to like it. I feel like I'm the one person that doesn't get the Joe Rogan universe. Also, I don't want to sound like I'm throwing shots or talking smack, but that's what I do here. But I hung out with Bert Kreischer for a week on a cruise. And like when you spend 7 days with anybody, that's a lot. So it's like, he didn't do anything wrong, but it was 7 days on a cruise with Bert Kreischer. This was before he was famous. Then he quit responding to me. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. Netflix is releasing Torching 2024, a roast of the year. A roast taking a flamethrower at some of the biggest stories of 2024. Of course, arguably the biggest story of the year was the shooting death of Thompson earlier this month. I don't know about that. I think Diddy was. I mean, kind of a big story. I think I'm just so sick of Luigi being romanticized. It's sickening. I would play the clip of Netflix as a joke, but Netflix is crazy about their copyright. Like, they will take down your whole video or your whole podcast if you play any audio for them. I get it. They need their subscribers because their product is subpar. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I played the audio of the Tom Brady roast back in May, and my whole podcast got taken down from YouTube. All of a sudden, I was not able to get, you know what I'm talking about?
70 downloads.
I wasn't able to get it.
70 downloads.
856-49-HOPPE. Mighty Ducks star Sean Weiss expecting a little duckling with his girlfriend. First of all, good for him for getting clean. A few years ago, he looked really drugged out. But second of all, is anybody having kids anymore without getting married? I mean, everybody is. Every single person that's having a kid, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, no one's getting married anymore. I think everybody is so afraid of it, and that's fine. You can do what you want, but it's so funny. You think about back in the day, you would be embarrassed to have a kid out of wedlock. Now, any millennial that is a parent, almost none of them got married. Strange. Not that it's a bad thing. I don't care. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It's just weird how times have changed. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just whatever the boomers did, we're doing the exact opposite, is what I'm noticing. And anybody who's doing the same thing that the boomers did, they are, what do you like to call it? Conservative and Christian. And for some reason voted for Trump, even though he's a womanizer who cheated on his pregnant wife. Earl Thomas, ex-NFL player. His wife took a bunch of money from him and he's suing. She was at the Beyonce concert, living it up like she didn't take money from the man because she's nothing without the man. She's the worst. Shows her wearing a country hat, dancing to Beyonce. I wonder how you got that money to go to the game. We know you didn't pay for it yourself. It's more of a visual, but it shows her dancing and having a good time. I feel like she's trying to rub it in because she knows that nothing's going to happen to her. If something were to happen to her, she would have to be ugly. So there was a woman who was a pizza delivery driver, and she stabbed the woman she delivered the pizza to 14 times because of a bad tip. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, it was a $2 tip. That's still a tip. I don't know what people want from tipping. Blame your company for not paying you more. You don't stab somebody over a tip. Now, is a $2 tip cheap? Yes. But it's still more, it's still $2 more than you had before. You know? Also here, Travis Kelce sets Chiefs TD record. Taylor Swift liked the post, which, I mean, there's breaking news across the world at all times. But Taylor Swift liking somebody's post, I mean, that is top-notch breaking news. And it's only covered here on Hoppe Hour. I mean, that is riveting journalism. I wonder if she liked the post or if it was an assistant. This is interesting here. So Isaac Hayes III explains video of a woman telling him to be white. I'm going to play it here. I'll load it up off of TMZ. There is a video of a Karen freaking out on him. Because that's what Karens love to do, is freak out and make it about them. A lot of times Karen are shorter women. They're not bad looking, but they're past their prime, and they're mad about it. So they take it out on the world. Before I play the video of Isaac Hayes III discussing it, we're going to load up this clip of the woman freaking out on him. 856-49-HOPPE. He shared a video on his Instagram where a woman asked for his name, accusing him of driving too fast in and out of a gated community. Well, that's not cool, man. There he is in his car. The Karen's approaching the car.
Are you trying to get in?
I live here.
What?
I live here, man.
Who are you?
I don't need to tell you who I am.
No, who are you?
Man.
I'm on the board.
Oh, she's a real bitch. These homeowners associations, all my friends that are rich that live in these neighborhoods with HOAs, they're the worst. It's like their power trip. They weren't popular enough to make student council in high school. So
I don't care.
I don't care. You drive over here like a bat out of hell. You drive in, you drive out.
A bat out of hell. That's something you would hear in Atlanta, Georgia.
I don't care.
I don't care. You drive over here like a bat out of hell.
She sounds drunk. Share me some of that wine.
You drive in, you drive out.
That's how it works.
Get in whatever you. Fuck you. So ridiculous. We have dogs, we have people, and you don't even care.
Well, that always is kind of a dick move when you're speeding through a neighborhood.
Okay.
So disrespectful.
Have a good evening.
He took the same method that I take with my haters. Like today, somebody texted me, I think your traffic reports on the radio are too loud. And yeah, I should probably work on being a little more, but it's just me. This is me. And I replied with, thank you for the response. I appreciate the advice. When you kill somebody with kindness, it takes all the momentum from them. I was talking to somebody today, and I told him about this text that Mike Calta sent me in May when he called me a self-sabotager. And he might have had some good points about where I was at in May or whatever. But he was like, why didn't you share the text? That's an asshole thing to do. I go, I killed Mike with kindness. And I said, keep up the good work. When you kill haters with kindness, it shuts them up. And now here is Isaac Hayes III responding.
I was heading home and driving to my neighborhood, the street to get into my neighborhood is very, very dark. And so I saw somebody kind of like jumping up and down and waving their hands. As
Georgia's a very dark state in general.
I was driving down the street, and I drive pretty slow. So I was like, why are they doing that? Like, why are they waving their hands so hard? So anyway,
you see how he said driving slow?
Jumping up and down and waving their hands as I was driving down the street. I drive pretty slow.
He's lying. He's probably speeding. Because if you have to add that part in, Like, whoever admits they drive slow, he's lying.
So I was like, why are they doing that? Like, why are they waving their hands so hard?
Because you're speeding, bro. I mean, she's a bitch, but you're a dick.
So anyway, I went into my community, but I thought, man, Isaac, somebody could be having a medical emergency. Something could be wrong. If that was you, you would want somebody to go check on you. So I left my community. As soon as I got out the community, I was approached by this woman just yelling profanity at me. And stuff. So that's why I said, let me go home, turn right back into my community. And I said, let me put my camera out because I just want to make sure that I'm safe and record any exchange that I have with this person because I don't know if they live there or not. They were not inside my community. So I just proceeded to record the conversation and then go home after that. It was I've never had an interaction with somebody like this before. You typically hear about people getting just, harassed out of nowhere by people that they don't know. And I found it pretty surreal.
Her name's Karen Johnson.
So I was like, wow. Like, I just thought that, I've never seen anybody act like this, or people call it Karen in real life. And I was just like, this is pretty surreal. Outside of the harassment, the racist comments and the profanity.
What was racist?
It was pretty surreal and bizarre.
I mean, let me go back here. Let me hear the racism.
Are you trying to get in?
Is that racist?
I live here.
What?
I live here, man.
Who are you?
I don't need to tell you who I am.
No, who are you?
Man.
I mean, it's a little racist maybe because he's black.
I'm on the board.
She's on the board. Is that racist?
I don't care.
I don't care. You drive over here like a bat out of hell. You drive in, you drive out. Get in whatever you... Fuck you.
Is a bat out of hell racist? Or saying fuck you racist? I mean, I said fuck you on the show earlier. Am I racist?
So ridiculous. We have dogs. We have people.
There's dogs and people in the neighborhood. Is that racist?
You don't even care.
Was it racist that the alarm went off or that little beep?
Care. So disrespectful.
Was it racist to say so disrespectful? Come on, man. She's a bitch, but it wasn't racist.
I mean, people are definitely upset, but I'm not a person that gets, I don't get very emotional or angry. I know.
I can tell.
That people were like, you handle yourself very well. And I'm like, I didn't expect anything other than that because I just knew that I didn't feel in any danger, but I just thought it was very bizarre. So, yeah.
Whatever. Everything's racist. I mean, I despise racism as much as the next person who's not racist. But it seems to be a crutch sometimes. Oh, that's racist. No, you're speeding through a neighborhood, bro. Come on now. I'm trying to enjoy life, man. I'm trying to really dig everything, but then I see things on the news and yeah, I'm covering the media. So that's what you get the annoyance. I saw this here and I don't really talk about baseball that much. I'm not that interested in baseball. Ever since the Cubs won in 2016, kind of lost a little interest. It was like having sex with the hottest woman ever. And then you're like, I'm good. But Mookie Betts talks about the Yankee fans' interference, those drunken morons, during the when there's the foul ball, or it was either a foul ball or a home run, but the fans were trying to grab it. And Mookie Betts went on a show. He went on Back That Year Up with Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson. I wonder if Kevin Hart talked about Diddy on the Year in Review. He used to host Diddy parties. I'm sure he did nothing. Well, here is Mookie Betts talking about that drunken moron Yankees fan, like the rest of them. As we have the clip here.
After Game 4, you were really diplomatic about the Yankees fans that tried to rip off your hand. But on this show, you can say whatever you want, man. So here's your chance to look right into that camera and tell those guys exactly what you feel.
This is definitely pre-planned.
And what you want to say.
I would really say fuck you guys.
Yeah. I would really say fuck you guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
also on the grounds of why?
Like, try and get the ball, cool.
Right.
But like, you tried to grab my shit.
Yeah.
Like, you tried to I was in the moment.
Yeah, that's someone's job, you drunken Yankee fan.
So I thought about throwing a ball at him, and then I realized, Mook, you ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been dumb. That would have been called a lawsuit. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Now, growing up, before I saw this billboard in about 04, 05 for Eddie and Jobo on B96 when they were playing hip-hop music, I was really into like NSYNC, 98 Degrees, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, whatever was on like Radio Disney or like the Soccer Mom stations. And I have a soft spot for NSYNC, and AJ McLean and Joey Fatone, Joey Fat One, they discussed the chance of an NSYNC reunion right here on Hoppe Hour.
Was it right before COVID when you guys did the thing in Vegas where you had some of the Backstreet, some of the NSYNC guys, and even Wanye from Boyz II Men? Is this still rolling from that? Because I know there was huge, that was a huge success. Yeah. Is that why you guys are still rolling together?
I mean, that was kind of what the catalyst was for this. You know, doing the after party in Vegas, and then after that, Joe and I talked about, you know, potentially doing something like this, just him and I again, but then bringing in special guests here and there. We were doing one of the Comic Cons that we do. In Tampa, and
yeah, everybody got a picture with them that I know.
We decided to put together a show just one time, just for the fans. You know, this whole thing is truly just a love letter to all the fans of Backstreet and NSYNC. And the show took off. We put up 9 shows, and that 9 shows became 35 shows. And here we are now, going to be bringing in the new year with all of our fans. And if you don't have New Year's plans, I suggest you make them and you come have a truly legendary night. It's going to be an incredible show, as it always is.
Charles alluded to it. Everyone thought there was all this bad blood. I'm watching you guys talk as we were getting ready to get started here. It seems like you guys are like great friends.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. We try to keep up with each other, obviously. And just again, when we were just talking in between, I was saying, hey, how's everything else? How's your kids? How's your family? How are things going? I mean, again, we have this camaraderie, and we're kind of a weird group of guys, seriously, like us.
Yeah, creative people are always weird.
Even New Edition, New Kids on the Block, you know, 98 Degrees, O-Town, all these guys, they have a certain bond because they understand where they came and what happened and what has been going through their minds at that age when they were doing it, because we all felt the same way, which not a lot of people get a chance to feel.
There's just been this constant kind of upswing. But again, like we've never stopped. We've been going nonstop for 31 years. And it's just crazy to me. Yeah, I mean, you guys took a bit of a pause, but that's also what's so awesome about this show is that, you know, fans have been wanting so much for Backstreet and NSYNC to do a double headlining tour.
Give what they want a little bit, you know?
Yeah, so this is the best of both worlds right now, until maybe that dream does come into fruition.
We have to ask. Yeah. I know there have been discussions for quite some time and that you guys have been close.
I bet they know exactly what he's going to ask.
Is there any news on a possible NSYNC reunion tour?
I have good news and bad news. Good news is we haven't really had the conversation. So yeah, the good news is there's still hope. So that's the thing.
I don't think Timberlake wants to do it.
I think honestly, after the new year, hopefully we'll literally finally settle down, talk about exactly what the deal is. Do we want to do something? How it's going to be done if we decide to do it?
Oh, that would be the biggest thing ever. Can you imagine? Mm-hmm.
But so we're not 100% sure. Again, it's literally making sure that all 5 are like, hey, yes or no. And because it's going to be a commitment. Let's be real here. We haven't done this in a while, so the 5 of us really need to get our butts in gear and really.
I don't know if Timberlake would want to do it. He's too much of a narcissist.
They kind of learn what it feels like to be together for a long period of time. And now we're 5 grown men that a lot of us have families and kids. And
yeah, Joey's definitely a good dad. Unlike Justin, he just has deadbeat vibes. 49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. Let's see here. Oh, sure. Got it. Oh, the Chicago Bears. Whenever I talk about the Bears on social media, all my followers from Chicago get all triggered. But we got to discuss this. I had to go to bed early, but the Bears lost last night. And Caleb Williams ripped for bad Thursday Night Football performance. Caleb Williams might want to stay off of social media for a while because the Bears fans are very mad. While it was the Bears who fell to the Seahawks in an ugly 6-3 result, it was probably the viewers who took the biggest L. Yeah, when I saw that it was the Bears versus the Seahawks, I said, I'm good. Here's some of the tweets. Caleb Williams is 10 times worse than Justin Fields. He throws no interceptions because he's afraid to throw the ball. I remain unable to see what anyone saw in him. No one knows how to take a negative 20-yard sack like Caleb Williams. I tried not to judge him when he went to that USC basketball game and he had the pink nails, but he's definitely a little fruity. Now, I don't care if my player's fruity, just win games.
Yeah, I've only been here for, it's my first year, so.
We know.
Their frustrations, go way longer back than, than I've been here.
Yeah. That's a little shot at the Bears. Mm-hmm.
My job is to, go out there and win games.
Take no accountability.
And, we don't focus on outside noise. The fans are, they're going to cheer.
At some point, maybe you should take a little bit of a look at the outside noise. Maybe just a little bit.
And maybe boo sometimes. And, you can't react to that. It's not something that...
But you got to react to it. You're losing games. When's the last time you won a game, bruh? You literally began the season like 4-2.
We react to. We have a job to do. Sometimes, you don't do so well on the job some days, and some days you're pretty consistent. Some days you play a great game. So
the Chicago Bears record, because they won 4 games this year, they are now 4-12. It seems like they've lost like 10 games in a row. Oh, but I'm glad our quarterback's taking accountability. I don't know anymore.
I want to dedicate this next joke to my boo, Scarlett Johansson.
So it was the thing on Weekend Update on SNL. One of the only funny things on SNL is Weekend Update. And Colin Jost and Michael Che, who I met when I worked for Rover's Morning Glory, and he said, "You a tall-ass motherfucker." They switched jokes, and these are the jokes Michael Che wrote. I played this on a previous show, but I'm rehashing it because I have an article about it.
Scarlett Johansson is reacting to her husband Colin Jost's NSFW joke about her on Saturday Night Live. During the comedian's annual Christmas joke swap on Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update segment during the December 21st episode, Colin starts off with this joke about his wife's 40th birthday that was written by his co-host Michael Che.
Y'all know Scarlett just celebrated her 40th birthday, which means I'm about to get up out of there.
Colin goes on to read the joke with Scarlett standing backstage and reacting to the moment in real time.
She is a classy looking woman.
What? She is. She is. I think there's a little more. Oh, there's more. Nah, I'm just playing. We just had a kid together, and y'all ain't seen no pictures of him yet because he black as hell. Shiz, I ain't afraid of you mofos.
But And people were like offended. I'm like, this is the first time SNL's been funny in years.
That wasn't the only time Scarlett was mentioned. During another moment of the joke swap, Colin reads this NSFW joke about Costco removing the roast beef sandwich from their menu.
Costco has removed the roast beef sandwich from its menu, but I ain't tripping. I've been eating roast beef every night since my wife had the kid.
You know, there was like a 12-year-old that was watching that with their Karen mom. And it's like, I'm offended.
But that's not all. Colin continues with this last line before getting a second reaction from his wife.
Nah, I'm just playing, baby. You know I don't go downtown.
Which, a PSA to guys, if you want to turn on your girl, go down on her.
Yes! That's gay as hell.
All right, that wasn't as funny. I'm not a big fan on gay jokes. SNL fans think Scarlett Johansson might divorce him following the joke on SNL. And I saw that on the Daily Mail, and I went, that's how soft we have become as a society that we think they're going to divorce over that. She seemed more like, oh my God, than anything else. 856-49 Hobby. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, frankly, that's all that matters. Coming up next, we have NBA news, we have weed news, and we have so much more. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Here we go again.
Oh, yeah. (856) 49 Hoppy. The song goes on for 2 more minutes.
Hoppy Hour will be right back.
Mm-hmm. This following segment has been brought to you by the best pre- and post-workout around, that being Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE.com. At checkout, use keyword Ryan20 to save 20%.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
It's Hoppy Hour.
It's me, Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppy Hour.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay, and you're listening to the Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
He had daddy issues and is attracted to women with them. Welcome back to Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppy Hour. Hoppy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Wake up, folks, it's time to shine. Tune in now to Hoppy's line. Tall tales of love and news divine with Ryan Hoppe standing 6'9". Got those silver lip gossip skills, dishing all the thrills and chills. Midday talk that pays the bills. Hoppy Hour's got the skills. Hoppy Hour with Ryan Hoppe, singing loud. Tallest DJ in the town, yeah, we're proud. Love and scandal in a big old
856
morning vibes
49 Hoppy. 856-494-6773.
Dating tips to make you swoon.
You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Hoppy has the latest tune. 6'9".
Whoa! Hoppy Hot Topic!
The boys do it and they're like...
This is I should probably include it. This is Tori Spelling right here on her Misspelling podcast.
The boys do it, and they're like, sex, love, rock and roll.
The Beverly Hills 90210 alum reveals that her and ex Dean McDermott's 17-year-old son, Liam, once transformed the family's elf-on-the-shelf display into a porn massacre to surprise his 7-year-old brother, Beau. Explaining how she traditionally shares decorating duties with Liam and his siblings, Tori said on a December 23rd episode of her Misspelling podcast that she awoke one morning to find the toy elves doing various things to each other in a not-safe-for-work way.
This is another example of why Hollywood's so weird.
She recounts she found mouths on different areas, hands where they shouldn't be. Some were upside down all around. And while the 51-year-old admitted to having a dirty, dark sense of humor, even she found the explicit scene to be a little too much.
Yeah, it's a little weird, man.
Describing the scene as Only Elves, a reference to the adult subscription service OnlyFans. Tori continued, I laughed, but it was like, wow. Tori added that the stunt prompted her to tell Liam and the older kids to cut back on the dirtiness, though it didn't last long. In fact, she said Finn tried to up the ante on another night by arranging the elves all in a circle, with a
This is gross.
Reindeer on a skillet in the middle.
Finn joined in on the fun. We came down one morning.
Oh, this is so fun.
And the elves were all gathered around the stove, and they had a skillet, not on, and reindeer was in the skillet. And he wrote a note, how do you like your reindeer? Rare, medium, or well done? Wow. I said, no. When it comes to elves and reindeers, we are vegan.
She seems like a really weird chick, man.
However, Tori noted that her daughters have a different approach to the holiday tradition, often having the elves do cute things instead.
It's funny when girls versus boys do it.
No, it's weird in general, honey.
Because Stella and Hattie do the elves, and it's like very creative and very artsy, and you know, they're doing bath bombs and they're like doing cute things, and they're taking like, you know, they're cooking and making things, and it's just all about baking, and like it's cute, like cutesy, like stuff. And then the boys do it, and they're like, sex, love, rock and roll.
That is weird. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. Tony Rock, the brother of Chris Rock, says that Chris gives the best gifts. I don't know. Isn't he like worth like $300 million?
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
This world's crazy, man.
When the Rocks get like, you know, give Christmas presents out, okay? What's the like, how do you, because it's like, man, certain rocks are like more like, you know.
Yeah, we expect,
like
we expect shittier gifts from the brothers that aren't famous.
Yeah, do you guys eat the...
Yeah, oops. I have the TV going crazy in here. You know that the brothers love hearing that they love hearing, oh, our gifts are not good.
Does Chris give the best presents, obviously? He has the best budget.
It's a pecking order. Yes, a pecking order. I usually save his gift for last because I know it's going to make up for everything else. It's going to make up for the ties and the socks.
Tony Rock seems like kind of a tool.
I feel like your gifts are up there in the pecking order.
My gifts are nice. I give from the heart, but I spend a little money as well. So
a little money, cool, bro. We're so proud of you. You take care of your family. Speaking of somebody taking care of someone else.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
I'm honestly gonna let this story play out because the whole thing is cool. Dave Portnoy saved the Baltimore pizza shop. And you can say what you want about Dave Portnoy. Yeah, he sides with that dirty, rotten imbecile known as Brianna Chicken Fry. Yeah, he can be a little sexist, but he's a good dude. Listen to this.
Welcome back to WJZ's All Local News at 6. One local veteran-owned pizza shop is getting a Christmas miracle tonight. Dave Portnoy, the founder of Barstool Sports, is giving the owner of Tiny Brick Oven in Federal Hill $60,000 to help him stay open. WJZ is live at 6 tonight. Caroline Forback is in Federal Hill with the details. Caroline, I got to say, $60,000 sounds nice for anybody, but especially for a business that can use it.
Yes.
What is it about the local news that they always have those corny lines? Just report the news.
$60,000 sounds nice for anybody, but especially for a business that can use it.
And then they have this delay.
Yes, and it does.
How can you have AI making music, but you can't fix that delay?
Business that can use it.
Yes, and it doesn't stop there. You know, even after that, more and more people have been donating to a fundraiser to help Will.
Man, she sounds like she's reaching the top of the mountain there.
More people have been donating to a fundraiser to help Will, who's the owner here of Tiny Brick Oven Pizza, continue to stay open. And all day, people have been coming by and taking pictures of the sign and coming in and trying.
I mean, I get that it's inspiring, but why are you crying?
Dave Portnoy's One Bite Pizza review channel has more than 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and Will says the exposure and Dave's generosity truly helped save his business from the brink of closing down.
People say it's a Christmas miracle. It kind of feels like a Christmas miracle.
It's a miracle on Light Street, and it's
This woman cannot report.
started with one bite.
Good undercarriage.
Will Fagg, the owner of Tiny Brick Oven Pizza in Federal Hill, says he was days away from having to close his restaurant.
We weren't making any money. The market opened and everyone inside was allowed to sell alcohol, and we were never allowed to sell alcohol.
When in walked the founder of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy, to do one of his famous One Bite Pizza reviews.
Oh my God, man, this is incredible.
Will told Dave about the restaurant's dire situation, and after Dave gave the pizza a solid 7.9 score, he asked Will how much he would need to stay open for another year.
Listen, I think we could probably get our liquor license and continue to stay open if we had 60,000. Would that be?
Yeah. Any place in Baltimore needs a liquor license because you need liquor to live in Baltimore.
Done.
Done?
Done.
Oh my God, that is unbelievable.
The video went viral, and on Christmas Eve, Tiny Brick Oven had a line out the door and phones ringing off the hook.
We've never had a crowd like this. We've never had a crowd like this.
Cynthia Streeter says if anyone deserves this, it's Will.
To my guardian angel.
She says Will found her stranded in the cold after she missed her bus last weekend, and he offered her a ride home and a part-time job.
He says, "Dear Lord, you're freezing cold. Why don't you come on in and get warm?"
After the video went viral, the donations kept pouring in.
It's an incredible feeling. I mean, I've always had a lot of community support.
I don't want to sound like a dick. I don't know if this woman is sick or if she's crying because it's an emotional story, but you got to report the news in a stoic, chill way. You can't. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a dick. It's a great story.
It's amazing. It's overwhelming, and I really thank everybody so much.
It was a Christmas miracle.
You know.
All right, so there is that. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. This headline is silly.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Nice little sad music. It says, Climate Crisis, Saving Tomorrow, News Live from ABC.
The New Year's parties are coming up, and that traditionally means a champagne toast at midnight. But climate change is impacting the grapes used to make your favorite bottle of bubbly. ABC News chief climate correspondent Ginger Z has more on that.
I grew up watching Ginger Z on NBC5 in Chicago. It's cool to see her famous.
That pop is the sound of celebration for so many, and a beloved tradition to ring in the new year. But did you know that the classic taste of champagne might be changing thanks to climate change? The Champagne region, where these bottles are made, is in the northern part of France.
I mean, let's be honest here. The taste of champagne is not that great.
Since it's near the ocean, they have mild temperatures and steady rain, perfect conditions for making crisp grapes for champagne. But as temperatures rise and weather becomes more volatile, France's champagne houses are facing unprecedented challenges.
The warmer temperatures mean that the acidity in the grapes is dropping while the sugar is increasing. And grapes are ripening faster, which means that the harvests are happening typically 18 to 20 days earlier than they did 20 years ago.
And that shift in acidity and sugar can make champagne taste sweeter than it did in decades past. On top of the
honestly, I'm fine with that.
Changing flavor, the number of grapes being harvested is also changing each year. But Here's the good news. Russo says that the champagne industry is seasoned when it comes to climate adaptation. They've been coming up with new varieties of grapes.
Oh, so then everything's fine.
That are even more resilient to disease. That means they could be less reliant on chemicals for...
Whatever, I'm bored. Everything will be fine. It's champagne. You only drink it once a year. Oh, yeah. On any other sports show, this isn't a sports show, but on any other show, you'll get the coverage of the X's and O's of football and sports. Here, we talk about the X's and O's. And I'm talking about a water hose. Right here, they talk about the record-breaking views on the streaming service.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Mm-hmm.
Let's get right to it. No surprise here. We're talking about Netflix, and the numbers are in. The streamer's 2 Christmas Day football games broke records. The matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens win over the Houston Texans have become the most streamed NFL games in history.
I mean, that's cool and all. Everybody was watching it on Christmas because they were together. But that was some of the worst football I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even see it. I just saw the scores. The NBA had better games, but the NFL had like 12 times the audience.
That's according to Nielsen numbers, reported upwards of 24 million for each game. And we know there are plenty of football fans out there, but we should note viewership for Ravens Texans spiked during this highly anticipated performance.
I don't think I can play that because of copyright. And frankly, I'm so over Beyonce, I don't care.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Travis Kelce won't leave a blank space in history because on December 25th, as the Kansas City Chiefs took on the Pittsburgh Steelers at Acrisure Stadium, the tight end secured his spot in the record books for having the most receiving touchdowns in Chiefs history. It's been a historic season for Travis, a 3-time Super Bowl champ who scored the Chiefs' first touchdown of their November 10th game against the Denver Broncos. But this wasn't just any score. The 2-year reception marked the tight end's 76th touchdown catch on the team, a feat that tied him with Tony Gonzalez for the most touchdown receptions in Chiefs history.
I wonder how Tony Gonzalez feels. He's so overlooked with Gronk and Travis Kelce.
Following that unforgettable moment, Taylor Swift, who was absent from the December 25th game, along with Patrick Mahomes' pregnant wife, Brittany Mahomes, was spotted cheering on her guy on the Chiefs, clapping and yelling for her man as he slammed the ball in the end zone. And the good times kept rolling as the Grammy winner joined Travis's family at a Chiefs post-Thanksgiving game. In the spirit of Turkey Day, the Era's performer paired up with the star player's mom, Donna Kelce, for
I'm really good at reading body language, and Donna looks like she's not really connecting with Taylor.
a family-filled game against the Las Vegas Raiders on November 29th. But that's not all. Her dad, Scott, also joined the duo at Arrowhead Stadium, where all three were decked out in supporting team colors for Travis. The Lover singer even donned her 87
Yeah, the dad is not hanging out with any of the Kelces.
necklace as a nod to Travis's number.
Whatever. And then there is this, some clips from Kylie Kelce on the New Heights podcast.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
I will say the one storyline that really does not sit right with me is the best friend and Keira Knightley.
Oh, you're talking about the cards?
I guess there's a cue card scene in Love Actually. I will go to the grave not watching that.
It's like the most romantic way to tell someone you're in love with them, right? The cards, like.
But does Travis Kelce recall Lady Love Taylor Swift doing just that?
Taylor copying somebody? No. I gotta skip over this because of copyright. Do 856, whatever. Right here.
In its way.
It's like play music.
Steal your best friend's
While
while
your best friend, her husband, is inside sitting on the couch, tell him it's carolers.
What's crazy? Exactly.
Yeah, it's an F-bomb Christmas over on New Heights.
Yeah, it's a podcast. They swear. Breaking news.
Trav and brother Jason joined by Kylie Kelce for a Love Actually look back.
All right. I thought this clip would be a lot more exciting. We're an hour and 44 minutes in, so Trust me. We're just hanging out. And we're going to take a commercial break. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. We will be right back. I gotta go take a piss.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Reporting live somewhere sexy. Somewhere up top. You know what it is. Heavy as heaven in 07. Gemini. Shows of the world, yeah. Represented to the fullest. Never met a nigga can take it where I took it. They ain't gon' make you hate us now with it. Troubles of the world, man, then pull it. Come kick it with your homie, I'll show you how to push it. You look in the stand, I'm camouflaged in the bushes. Slide in your mind, I'll show you how to look it. Box in the pan like, oh God, my goodness. I'ma tell them about you, tell them about we. Let's tell them on 2, tell them on 3. We'll show them what it do, show them what it be. Gym to them and I do PE. God, go watching, go chain. Folks chopping, so clean. Beat, knock, we rock, Chicago, man. Gotta understand this who we are. Purple murder service and comedy garçon. Any given time we purchase a new car. Somebody call us surgery, we hurting them too hard. Us taking the light, it's taking it too far. What you expect, Playboy, we 2 stars. Screw stars, we the new Mars. Looking for Venus, you a chick. Bands, 92 bulls, 05 socks with a whole lot of pool, all rolled up and there's no letting up. If you're smart, you wanna be the 07 us. Never met it, leaving this cold box championship and wear 23s, 24s. Nothing but the best TV screens on the dough. Gotta get it how you living when you living in the gold. When I'm more like no chrome, no tens, 4 phones, just case. ET wanna go home, never chase. Cause in me there is no Jones, levitate from the seafloor to the ozone. 5-star hotels all week, non-stops to Paris ain't cheap. Sick lake views, big penthouse suite. Champs-Elysees is magnifique. Gucci sweats when I'm out in the streets. Linen shorts when I'm chilling on the beach. Idiom when I'm out in the mountains. Maharishi when I'm out on the town end. Spring water will mess with the fountains. Land Rovers back to back when we camping. Philippe lemonade, police did a red. We didn't fade back to the bouncing. Fresh beer smoke when they peel. Speeding on the freeway we till they chill. Did the full then and the still is steel. Got it off the ground like a wilted wheel. You from the west side? Born and raised from the south side, right? So I spent my days where I lay, where I stay. Now you ain't gotta wonder where I get my ways. We gon' show you what it was, how it's you, what it does, light it up, catch your buzz. We gon' lock it on down, on down. Throw the keys in the water, keep on moving, cross the border. We free chill, we will, God willing. And I'm assuming it's 10 at the end, got the spirit all in them. Not just dealing with the lyrics, I'm penning like I ain't really tripping cause I know the God's with them. Till we meet again, again free man. Sick with the pen, I'm a beast man. Blooded new beans, but the 23s don't fit them. And you know you can't really like the green light. Try to break us up, lace it up, keep the team tight. This lifestyle, make it hard for me to sleep nights. I'm on the 747 for the sake fun up. Sports car, faster than your car. It's Gemini, and y'all know me. Better together, y'all know the letters. Forever and forever, FNFU. We gon' show you what it was, how it's you, what it does. Light it up, get your gon' lock it home down, on the down. Throw the keys in the motor, keep on moving, cross the border. We on, 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 we on,
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by Strange Clouds in Clearwater. Are you looking for Kava, Kratom, THCA products, or Delta 8? Go to 2222 Main Street in Clearwater and tell them I sent you. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. Now, you probably shouldn't take any of the products from Strange Clouds before going to a boxing class. Just a little PSA. But Amir Academy is at 2700 22nd Street North, and that is in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need. Go to amiracademy.com and tell him I sent you. I'm a man of my words. Trust me when I tell you he is the best around. And finally, this is being brought to you by counselingoncall.net. You need help with your mental health? We all do. And you live in Maryland or Florida? Go there and tell him I sent you at counselingoncall.net. All right, let's keep this party going.
Hello again. People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to gain education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them, work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
It's Hoppe Hour!
He is heavily medicated, always high, allegedly, and caffeinated on energy drinks. What could possibly go wrong?
Let me take a hit of my pen.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Let's play this AI classic.
Ryan's tall like the sky.
Oh, I am.
6'9", he's fly.
Got it.
From Chicago to the Bay.
St. Pete.
In St. Pete he'll stay.
Yeah.
Talk of love and fame. Dating life's his game. News all stars he spills. With laughter fills. Hoppe Hour, all you need. Rich and Ely, take a seat.
Yeah, bitch.
Ryan's got the groove. Hoppe Hour makes you move.
Oh, sure.
A cat by the side. In Florida they reside.
This is what my cat sounds like. She was hungry this morning. This is really from a hurricane. 856-49-HOPPY. Only on Hoppe Hour will I give out the number while a cat's meowing.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Khloe Kardashian shares update on her daughter missing the Christmas party because of a fever.
It was really scary. It was horrible.
Khloe Kardashian's kids are on the mend after Coco and her two kids, 6-year-old True Thompson and 2-year-old Tatum Thompson.
I love this comment. It says, I'm glad Khloe Simpson is feeling better. Implying that it's O.J. Simpson's daughter.
Whom she shares with Tristan Thompson, missed the family's annual Christmas Eve celebration at sister Kendall Jenner's home on December 24th. She's now sharing an update on their health, saying on her Instagram stories December 26th,
I didn't get to make it to the Christmas Eve party, which was a bummer. But it wasn't really a party this year. It was just
bunch of women hanging out.
Us hanging out at Kendall's house.
Exactly. That's all I need. I'm glad the kid's doing better. I try not to talk about kids on this podcast. They're kids.
One relationship we're keeping up with, that would be Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, who have kept fans guessing about their romance from the start. And as things continue to heat up,
that's what you got to do. You got to keep it private. I noticed that the Jenners, being Kylie and Kendall, I noticed that they keep their relationships private, unlike Khloe, Kourtney, and Kim. They learned from the elder millennials.
Between the two, we're looking back at how this Hollywood love story came to be. The couple first sparked romance rumors in April of 2023, shortly after the beauty mogul split from rapper Travis Scott, with whom she shares kids Stormi and Air. Kylie and Timothée later confirmed their romance by packing on the PDA at Beyoncé's birthday concert in Los Angeles the following September.
Got it?
They later continued their public displays of affection at the 2023 U.S. Open that same month, going on to having a star-studded date night at the WSJ Magazine 2023 Innovator Award.
Whatever. I predict they will get married. Only on Hoppe Hour can you go from talking about the Kardashians to Russia.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Overseas tonight, and a Russian anti-aircraft system now suspected of causing the deadly Christmas Day plane crash in Kazakhstan.
It's funny. On Christmas Day, I was just kind of depressed. I mean, I lost my dad 10 years ago, Thanksgiving Eve, and then it was my first one without my uncle. But those are first-world problems because everyone's going to die. But literally, while I was sitting around chilling and me and my mom went to get sushi, this was going on. Like, it's weird to think while you're listening to my voice, there's something going on over there.
And this new video of the plane flying erratically seconds before descending and then bursting into flames. 38 people killed.
Yeah, we really have no problems in America. Yeah, we're underpaid, but look at what's going on.
Dozens surviving the disaster. ABC's Inez de la Catera with late details just coming in.
Tonight, mounting questions for the Kremlin about what may have caused the Christmas Day crash of Azerbaijan Airlines Flight 8243. The commercial jet taking off on Wednesday morning from Baku, the Azerbaijani capital, en route to Grozny, capital of Russia's Chechnya Republic. New video showing the plane flying erratically, rapidly losing and regaining altitude. Plane's wing visibly damaged before crashing near Aktau, a city in Kazakhstan across the Caspian Sea. Of the 67 people from 4 different countries on board, 38, including both pilots, were killed. Miraculously, 29 survived, some pulled from the wreckage, others appearing to walk away unharmed. Local officials initially suggested the crash was caused by a bird strike, but a U.S. official casting doubt on that narrative, telling ABC News there are early indications that the plane may have been hit by a Russian anti-aircraft system.
Duh.
Prompting comparisons to the 2014 downing of Malaysia Airlines flight MH17.
Yeah, that's the unspoken thing, because the Malaysian government owns the airline. We're never going to find out what happened.
Which an investigation later determined was shot down by Russian forces in Ukraine. The Kremlin saying this morning it would be wrong to speculate before the investigation is complete.
So there's that. really makes you wonder about our first world problems. How are Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco doing?
Happy Hot Topic!
Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco joined friends in New York City for a Hanukkah celebration that got pretty lit. The Only Murders in the Building actress and her fiancé music producer, whose real name is Benjamin Joseph Levin, are seen in pics and videos shared by cookbook author Jake Cohen, songwriter Benj Pasek, and comedian Alex Edelman, soaking up the party vibes with a smile. The joint post includes the caption, "Some lonely Jews on Christmas getting lit." And the party was a star-studded affair. Besides Selgo and Benny, other Jewish celebs included comedian Judy Gold, Broadway star Adam Cantor, and Will and Grace alum Deborah Messing.
Happy Hanukkah. We're going to move on.
Happy Hot Topic!
A lot of times when those news clips show pictures, I'm like, it doesn't translate. And I have that saying, if I'm bored, you're bored.
The latest on the legal bombshell that is rocking Hollywood. Blake Lively accusing her It Ends With Us co-star and director Justin Baldoni of trying to ruin her reputation. Well, now Baldoni...
Trust me, you ruined it yourself, honey.
...is being hit with a lawsuit that supports Lively's claims of a smear campaign. Diane Macedo is joining us, tracking it all. There are a lot of developments here. Diane, good morning.
There sure are. Good morning, Janae. So in this new lawsuit, Baldoni's former publicist is detailing an alleged plot to destroy both her reputation and Blake Lively's. And she says it came to light when she found those now infamous text messages on a former employee's work phone. This morning, a new lawsuit filed against It Ends With Us director and lead actor Justin Baldoni.
Maybe it's because I'm a guy and sometimes I side with men over women, but I feel like he's a scumbag, but I feel like she's just as bad.
Come on. What are you doing? Baldoni's former publicist, Stephanie Jones, is suing the actor and his crisis PR team for alleged breach of contract and defamation. The suit accuses the crisis team, including Jones's former employee, of scheming to bury and destroy co-star Blake Lively to protect Baldoni, and then blamed Jones for the smear campaign. The suit also alleges Jones discovered the scheme via text messages and other communications on that former employee's company phone. Baldoni did not respond to ABC's request for comment on the Jones lawsuit.
I noticed these people say that, like NBC, ABC, E! News, they all say, oh, we reached out for comment and didn't hear back. It's like, that makes you sound amateur. It's pretty much saying you can't get the job done.
It comes just days after Lively filed a complaint accusing Baldoni of sexual harassment and a retaliatory smear campaign. Baldoni's attorney has called Lively's allegations, quote, completely false, outrageous, and intentionally salacious. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. Whatever. I'm so fucking sick of this. They're both ass wipes. Blake Lively has been known as a bully before and treating people badly. Come on now. Do I think he's innocent? No. What the hell is going on with Britney Spears? The deadbeat mom.
Happy Hot Topic!
She has a rare reunion with son Jaden. Look at that word, rare. Because she's a deadbeat.
Britney Spears has a rare reunion with her son, Jaden.
I love this comment. Time and effort, he said. I guess it said in the clip. Basically means when she stops paying child support, the kids are going to start talking to her because there's no money left for them. That's a good point.
After a years-long separation, the 43-year-old receives an extra special Christmas gift in the form of her 18-year-old son, Jaden, who
I wonder how that is for Britney to realize that they're probably with you for the money.
She shares with ex-husband Kevin Federline, in addition to 19-year-old son Sean. In the Instagram video, Britney wishes a Merry Christmas to the camera, echoed by Jaden.
Hello. Willkommen.
There she is, kissing her son, who looks like he doesn't want to be there.
Hello.
Whatever. 856-49 Hoppe. There's this weird-ass headline.
Happy Hot Topic!
Scarlett Bass and Teo Ritchie have welcomed their Christmas miracle. 3 months after OnlyFans influencer Scarlett announced she was expecting her first baby with her husband Teo, who is also her stepbrother. The couple shared the birth of their baby girl. Teo wrote alongside a December 25th Instagram post featuring a photo of the pair cradling their newborn, as well as a snap of them holding their baby's hand.
I love these new celebrities that are blaring out their kids' faces. Good job. Even though your step siblings the head a kid and do OnlyFans, that is commendable.
Our Christmas miracle has finally arrived. Merry Christmas from our family to yours. In September, Scarlett, who starred on the Australian show Neighbours before starting an account on the adult entertainment site.
They are really I don't want to say slutty down there, but Australia, they're very sexual. If you listen to the radio show Kyle and Jackie O and whatnot, it's very different. Down under, because they go down under a lot.
Scarlett, who starred on the Australian show Neighbours before starting an account on the adult entertainment site OnlyFans, shared that she and her husband Teo were expecting their first baby together. They shared in a joint Instagram post September 12th, and then there were 3. We can't wait to meet you. The couple's latest addition comes a little more than a year after they tied the knot in Greece in September 2023. Scarlett and Teo first met when they were teenagers in Australia before their parents decided to marry, which officially made them step-siblings.
It's real life porn. Yep.
She told news.com.au in November, "We were about 13 years old when we first met through mutual friends. Our families knew each other and they introduced us, I guess you could say. So we've known each other for a very long time. And though they may receive criticism, Scarlett noted they're able to look past the negativity.
Yeah, they seem to really ignore it, which is what you got to do. Ignore the haters.
Focus on their future." She continued, "Honestly, it doesn't affect us because we have each other. I don't really read our comment section, but if I do, I actually laugh. We find trolls very entertaining."
Whatever. 856-49 Hoppe. Speaking of deadbeat parents.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
That was a weird transition. I meant deadbeat parents about Britney, not about those people. But this guy's a deadbeat.
Elon Musk turns heads with his slimmed-down Santa post. The Tesla CEO shares this image to his X account, showing him dressed up as old Saint Nick. But
only Elon can make losing weight uncool.
Without the bowl full of jelly belly that Kris Kringle is famous for. In fact, Elon is dubbing himself Ozempic Santa in the image, shouting out his notable weight loss.
He is such a loser. I can't stand him. I don't know what it is. Maybe because he's a deadbeat daughter to he's a deadbeat son to his daughter. Yes, I said daughter. Whatever you want to identify as, whatever.
He adds, like Cocaine Bear, but Santa and Ozempic.
Not funny.
Or as he clarifies, technically Mounjaro, but that doesn't have the same ring to it. Elon does admit he tried Ozempic in the past, but says high doses of the drug, quote, made him fart and burp like Barney from The Simpsons.
Hilarious.
The 53-year-old adds that Mounjaro...
I will say, he looks good for 53. I did not know he was that old.
The 53-year-old adds that Mounjaro seems to have fewer side effects and be more effective. Mounjaro, aka tirzepatide, is similar to Ozempic's semaglutide.
Yeah, so pretty much Elon's lazy and just wants to hang with Trump all day and eat the food that Trump eats and not actually work out. I don't look at Elon and think he works out.
However, tirzepatide typically targets 2 hormones in the body rather than just 1. And some of his fellow celebs agree with its effectiveness. In May, Whoopi Goldberg confessed she lost the weight of almost 2 people thanks to the drug. She said during a visit to the Kelly Clarkson show,
I'm doing that wonderful shot that works for folks who need some...
I'm so tired right now. I don't feel like listening to annoying Whoopi.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Now on GMA with a look at what kept us all talking this year, right? And ABC's Will Gantz is certainly the man to bring it to us. Looking at the viral trend of 2024, Will, you're always so on trend. We'll cut our...
Oh my God, what is it? I'm just cranky because I've been up like 12 hours already and it's like 2 a.m. But my God, these morning news anchors are so corny. Just report the news.
Attention.
This and yap. That was one of the trends, and that's what I intend to do right here this morning. This was the year that we ate those sandwiches that swapped pickles in for bread. For clothing, we were Googling mob wife aesthetic. Inside Out 2.
Who was doing that?
Drove more internet searches than any other movie on Google this year. And in sports, Mike Tyson was the most searched athlete of 20.
That was a publicity stunt, not sports, because it was rigged. I mean, but the NFL and NBA is rigged.
2024. Here's your U.S.-based 2024 year in trends.
Yeah.
Finance.
I don't care. The music's going to be copywritten. The top one was Demir, which anybody who said Demir probably didn't even know what it meant. You know what I'm saying?
You ready for the most unapologetic and unbiased opinions of the NBA? Well, don't worry. You've come to the right place. This is Hoppe's Hoops with Ryan Hoppe.
Go. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, breaking down the scenes. NBA drama, living out the dreams. Ex-wives wilder, stories about the queens. Dropping knowledge bombs, laying on the schemes. Hoppe's Hoops, man, he knows it all.
Yeah.
From scandals to the court, rise and fall.
Got it.
Tune in, now you'll have a ball. Hoppe Hour got that shock and awe.
Pat Riley. Heat are not trading Jimmy Butler, he said. Well, Jimmy Butler's a weird player because, like, he's played well on the Bulls, Timberwolves, 76ers, and Heat. But people have talked about, are they going to retire his jersey being like the Heat? And it's like, well, he's trying to get a trade out of there. Do you really want to hang up that banner? It's kind of like Carmelo Anthony having the same number as Jokic and his number probably not getting retired by them.
This sweeper, NBA's real talk cuts through the sleeper.
All right.
Hoppe's Hoops, man, he knows it all.
I know some things. This clip is interesting. This is an announcer for the Raptors. He's really saying, add that piece as Shed knocks it down, but it sounds like this.
And then you get that pick, potentially top 5. Add that piece as Shed knocks it down.
It sounds like, and that piece of shit knocks it down. Listen.
Add that piece as Shed knocks it down.
Hilarious, right? Here's LeBron. He went on TV. I mean, obviously, it was the Warriors and Lakers on Christmas Day. And he went on TV and called out the NFL, which this is very much small D energy that you're triggered by the NFL.
Get an opportunity to play the game that we love on such a beautiful day. Today is the day of giving, and that's what me and Steph continue to do and try to do for our fans, for our beautiful game. So, yeah, big shout out to AR, though. That was big time. You know, I think I saw a clip from Steph's interview the other day, and he was just saying, you know, it's okay to think about retirement, you know, and it's going to make you appreciate the present. And for us, we don't know how many times we're going to be able to have this matchup.
I would not be surprised if Curry retired in like 2 years.
We don't know how many times we're going to be able to step on the floor. But when we do, we try to get a game what they deserve. And because it's given us so much, we try to give it right back.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for another gift on Christmas.
Oh, absolutely. Merry Christmas to my family back home. I'm coming home, and I love the NFL. I love the NFL, but Christmas is our day.
He sounds like Charles Barkley a little bit when he says this.
I love the NFL.
It's that accent.
I love the NFL, but Christmas is our day.
Not according to the ratings. We got to be honest here, LeBron. I love the NBA. I watch it, but it's definitely not as popular. It got too political, and people that are racist go, I don't want to watch that.
Right on the mic, talking all night.
Time for weed news.
It wasn't so right. Blunts in the air, vapes everywhere. Cover on the side, crates on the shelf. Weed news coming at ya. Hard times on the air. Living in the moment, no worries, no care.
CBD is a promising candidate for treating depression with few side effects. It's almost like if you take it right, marijuana's the best. Here's the thing. My aunt did this and people I know did this, but you can't take an edible to get high. People think because you're not smoking that it's better. It actually messes you up. I saw this headline and I thought this was funny. Elton John called the legalization of marijuana in America and Canada one of the greatest mistakes of all time. Now, one of the greatest mistakes of all time is how much cocaine you sniffed, you cokehead. Analysts see sudden spike in use of marijuana as an alcohol alternative. Good.
Living in the moment, no worries, no care.
Kentucky residents who participate in state's new medical marijuana program will be ineligible to own guns. Which I never got that whole thing of like people that smoke weed can't having guns, because like people that are drunk often shoot people. There's this weird thing that like people hate on weed and kava and kratom, but alcohol that literally ruins you and ruins lives, no big deal. Whatever. All right. Here's the deal. We got one more segment left. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Because on Hoppe Hour, you never know what we might do. We're off the hook. We're crazy. Oh, my God. I need to turn this down. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. We will be right back, and we'll wrap this up after this.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah. Word them up. Hey, yo, turn the bass up a little bit, G. Yeah. Now check it out. Come again, phone over again when the drummer come in. Synonyms don't wanna end, rock him's gonna win. Always seem to come out at the right time with the right rhyme. Smooth in the day and sound rough at nighttime. Just an echo in every ghetto, meadow and valley, side street and alley. From New York to Cali, I've been seen in every state in between on stage. They scream every phrase, I lead a city in a rage. It's off to the next one, the blessed one. That's my procedure. Leave you in a deeper mind state than anesthesia. You catch a seizure if you try to stop the great when I operate. Just let the crowd please drop the weight. This one is in gear from everyone from here to there. Ideas that you hear, severe to the ear. Nevertheless, I provide a worldwide request and manifest. And this is from the east to the west. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and only hugs. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and musical vibes. I memorize in my mental enterprise, then improvise live with my supplies. You know the quota, fashion, new designs that shine. The international kind, start the rhyme, time the motor, universal format. Adapt to wherever you're living at. From all four corners of the map, whenever they play it, it gets interpreted, hip-hop related. Already dedicated to keep it heavy populated. Attract everybody that could rock. Do a block party, make it look like Woodstock. Yeah, rock him a law. Nothing similar to my seminar. They travel never far, plus that's where the women are. I like to ask them what's the best time to hear me rhyme. Nevertheless, I provide a worldwide request and manifest. And this is from the east to the west. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and only hugs. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dogs, girls, blowing kisses and only hugs. Coast to coast, I've been ripping Coliseums and clubs, rhyming over dogs for thugs, girls, blow me kisses and throw me hugs. An expert at a concert on stage, I got classics, which means my smash hits won't age. Just sing along, I bring a song, I'll be swinging long. We could do a thing to dawn. I came to bring it on tour, stop it all the record stores across the nation. Blow at the radio station to show appreciation. Retreats for the streets, beats for the jeeps. I reach incredible feats to get deep for my peeps. Prop for the unorthodox style I got. They couldn't wait for me to drop new stock for the block. Stalking cassette decks, Walkman headsets, I come on. Fly concepts, just high tech. My first display still converse with the days to slam. That's why the man's first jam still played. So tell the neighborhoods I got the goods again. It's Rakim, then again, that's how it should have been. Nevertheless, I provide a worldwide request and manifest. And this is from the east to the west. From New York to Cali,
Coast to coast, I've been ripping Calisans and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dubs for thugs, girls blow me kisses and throw me hugs. From New York to Cali, coast to coast, I've been ripping Calisans and clubs. From New York to Cali, climbing over dubs for thugs, girls blow me kisses and throw me hugs. Back in the 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Make it captive, babe. Coming with the butters, you know what I'm saying? That's rock come along. Nothing changes with the year. Make it captive, yeah. Coast to coast, I've been ripping Calisans and clubs. Climbing over downs and thugs, girls blowing kisses and throwing hugs.
Oh, yeah. We got one segment left, unless a lot of news breaks.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Which you never know. This following segment has been brought to you by Rich Keeley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard, and that is in Tampa. When I tell you that he is the best MMA, or not MMA, I'm so tired. He's the best barber in all of the Bay Area. I am a man of my words. If you go to Rich K Barber and at richkbarber.com and you go there in person and you tell him I sent you, he will save you $10. This is also being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com. When I tell you it's the best printing company in all of the Bay Area, I am a man of my words. Posters, business cards, yard signs, whatever the hell you need, go to westchaseprinting.com and tell him I sent you. Anything else? Let me think here. That's it.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Welcome back to the show that is your daily dopamine hit. That being Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Here's his brother Wheeze from the Wheeze Show.
What's up? This is Lex Staley from the nationally syndicated Lex and Terry Show, and you are listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. Last segment.
Spilling time. Turn the dial, hit the frequency, Hoppe in his zone. Talks tight, got the mic like it's made of pure chrome. Big 6'9", he ain't a clone, Florida zone. Spilling tea on sex, love, and fame, mind's blown.
856 49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773. You're tweeting me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com.
Story slinging Florida rap scallion. Yeah, speaking truths, breaking rules, no battalion.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Give me an example in your family to something that's culturally Jewish.
Mila Kunis believes her Jewish upbringing caused the parenting concern.
Guilt. Guilt. I was raised with a lot of guilt.
Mila Kunis is opening up about parenting, her culture, and her holiday traditions.
Especially when you have that creep of a husband.
The actress joined Israeli activist Noah Tishby on her YouTube channel to light candles for the second night of Hanukkah. During the conversation, the mom of two spoke about her Jewish upbringing and how it's led to one of her constant parenting concerns.
I think I have a fear of not having enough food.
Totally.
My fear of someone being hungry. Like, the worst thing my kids can say to me is
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm done.
Whatever. I don't care. Bunch of caglians. I'm kidding.
And a federal judge has ruled the woman alleging she was raped by Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs can remain anonymous. The woman says both men raped her at a party when she was 13 years old. Jay-Z's legal team had fought to get the case dismissed, arguing his accuser should have to reveal her name. But the judge disagreed.
Duh.
ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest.
A legal victory for the woman who is suing Jay-Z for allegedly raping her when she was 13. A federal judge ruling the woman can proceed with the case while remaining anonymous, at least for now. But the judge also chastising the lawyers representing Jay-Z, accusing them of trying to fast-track the judicial process by repeatedly filing motions to reveal the identity of the Jane Doe to have the case dismissed. The judge writing in a 5-page brief that the Carter's lawyers' relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client.
Oh, sure.
The court will not fast-track the judicial process merely because the counsel demands it. This latest legal twist coming after the recently filed civil lawsuit by Jane Doe, claiming that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and P. Diddy, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party after the MTV Music Awards in...
I don't even like being around 13-year-olds. I can't imagine being attracted to them.
2000, while an unnamed celebrity watched. Jay-Z has vehemently...
probably J-Lo.
...denied all the allegations, putting up...
What's he going to do, admit it?
...the statement 2 weeks ago, writing in part, "This is a blackmail attempt."
Whatever. If he's guilty, fuck you. If he's not, whatever. Either way, I'm going to still listen to his music, unfortunately.
Happy Hot Topic!
He's got a lot of good songs, man, especially when he collaborated with Linkin Park. Speaking of whatever, I don't even know how to transition into this.
A new warning for pet owners about the bird flu. Cats could be especially vulnerable. This morning, health officials are warning pet owners not to give their cats raw food after a house cat in Oregon died of bird flu. Officials tracing the illness to frozen cat food that contained raw turkey.
Man, everything's going to kill you.
That cat food, Northwest Naturals, was recalled, but experts warn the problem goes beyond a single brand.
We do have many reports of cats acquiring bird flu.
Yeah. Luna, what's up? How are you? Did you get bird flu? You didn't answer me. You're just meowing. Oh, that's right. You're a cat.
Predominantly from raw food sources. So this goes with raw milk as well as raw meats.
Raw milk sounds so gross, just the word raw, unless it sucks.
It's not just house cats. At this animal sanctuary in Washington, 20 big cats were killed in the past month after a bird flu outbreak. Cougars, tigers, and lynxes among the dead.
Cougars? What about Larsa Pippen?
Workers now quarantining sick animals.
Remember that word, quarantine?
Feeling devastated, kind of in shock, and just taking really good care of those ones who are recovering.
The disease has been spreading in wild animals for years and was confirmed in U.S. dairy cows for the first time this year.
Oh, the poor cows.
Authorities in
They're going to get killed anyway, unfortunately.
California just last week declaring a state of emergency. And while humans do sporadically get infected with bird flu, it typically causes only mild illness. As for your pets, experts say keep an eye on cats when they go outside to limit their exposure to wild animals, and call your vet if you notice any symptoms.
Clinical signs we're looking at would be loss of appetite, lethargy, fever, severe depression, runny nose, gunk in the eyes.
That sounds like everything I'm going through. And finally, on Hoppe Hour.
Happy Hot Topic!
I want to assure the people of this city that this office will do everything in our power to hold him accountable. This was a malicious deed, a sleeping, vulnerable woman on our subway system. This act surprised many New Yorkers as they were getting ready to celebrate the holidays.
And that was New York District Attorney Eric Gonzalez this morning speaking on the man charged in the horrific murder of a woman who was burned alive as she slept on a New York City
The dude's an animal.
subway. He has been indicted for arson and murder.
Where's the terrorism charges? By the way, Trump had him deported and he came back with the open border.
And today he waived his court appearance, all while the public has more questions than answers about the victim in this case.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like, you have a CEO. Yes, Brian Thompson should not have been killed, but you have all in New York going after the guy known as Luigi Mangione. But a poor woman getting burned alive, whatever. Here's what should happen. Either A, electric chair that bitch and kill him, or light him on fire, Could you imagine that sound? Eye for an eye. Be the best. Or B, just shoot him. He's a scumbag. He adds nothing to the world. Bye, bitch.
Tick-tock, clock's a joke, we're playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show, and now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine, the void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker, silent vibe coming to an end, like a rollercoaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.